tutorial about how to paint a shipping container. This shipping container is 3D printed by a friend of mine. Thank you, Omar. You did a great job. As you can see, it's open underneath, and we're gonna make a beautiful old looking shipping container out of this one. So let's go, get to work. So guys, I was just talking to you about that shipping container. This one was 3D printed for me. This is the one I'm gonna do the paint job on and want to use in a diorama. It looks okay. The 3D print did really a remarkable job with the details and everything, but I will make it more visible when I do the paint job and everything. You do have little containers which you can buy. This is not actually a shipping container, but it is similar. But I don't really like the containers like this. Yeah, they're really, they're nice and neat. The texting and everything is great. But I think they look too much like they just came out of a factory. I could fix that with some weathering, painting and everything. But to be honest, I even like this one better, even it's not worked on yet. So this is what we're gonna do, and stay with me for this shipping container tutorial. So the primer is on. As you can see, it's not evenly spread, but that's okay because it's just a primer. I used the surface primer German red brown from Vallejo 73605 with my airbrush. Thinned it out a little bit and airbrushed it. So what I'm gonna do now is airbrush it in a rusty color over this surface primer. So here we go. So as you can see, I'm using a dark brown spray here. That's like old rust color. This is gonna be just another layer on the primer, and I'm gonna be back with you for the other layer. So here's the end result of spraying that dark rust color over the shipping container. For the color, I used 302 Dark Rust from Vallejo. It's the series from the Panzer XS, if that's the way I pronounce it. I don't know, but you get the idea. What I'm gonna do now is get myself a little piece of sponge, in this case sea sponge. You see all the textures in there which work amazing. So I just cut off a little piece. And then I'm gonna get myself some light rust color, also from Vallejo 301 light rust, and I'm just gonna get a little bit on here. It's not gonna be, you don't need too much, just a little bit. Dip your sea sponge in that light rust color, just the tip of it, like this. Make sure all the excess paint is going to be on a piece of paper or wherever you're going to put it, because you don't want to overdo it, and you can easily overdo it. So what you're going to do with that little sponge, just stipple it on that container. Try to be random where you think there would be more rust, like all the edges, of course. As you can already see, the light rust color is showing on that dark rust color, and you don't want to again overdo it. This is just the way you're gonna do all the parts and sides of the container. And that's, you know, just go and, you know, do this as you go along. I cannot say you need to stipple more over there or over here, but you know, if you don't know, just check it on Google. You know, just Google some shipping containers and see how that looks. Some places are more than others, but you know, that's fine. It will work for me. And actually, this little piece in the middle over here is a piece from left over from the 3D print, and that works fine for me. You know, it's just more looking like it's going to be an old shipping container, which it needs to be. So this is the front, and just stipple it. Like Bob Ross would say, happy little stipples, happy little clouds. You know, that guy was happy about everything. But he is, you know, an inspiration in so many ways. Because the way he painted, you know, you can do a lot with that when you work on dioramas and models and you know, stuff like that. So just check out his videos from time to time. There are plenty on YouTube. Bob Ross, my hero from my childhood. Don't know why, that guy is just interesting. Anyway, enough talk about Bob Ross. As you can see, it's just random, stippled. The corners are a little bit more than other parts. So this was the part for stippling, and I'll be back with you for the next step. So what I'm gonna do next is cover the entire shipping container with chipping medium, again from Vallejo, 73.214 chipping medium water-based. I just get a little bit, it's quite thick. Don't use too much because there's no need to use too much. What you're gonna do is nothing spectacular, just get that chipping and cover your entire base of your shipping container. What you can see is you get a glaze, shiny, you know, coat. That will vanish. It will not bother you at all when everything is finished. So just get the whole container done and let it dry for about, you know, 2-3 hours. I'm gonna finish this up and show you the end results. This is how the shipping container looks right now. I airbrushed that blue color over it. Did nothing to it. And then afterwards, like you just saw, I put in the chipping medium. What you're gonna do next to activate that chipping medium that you put on is to get some water and just get that water on the container. Nothing more, just a little bit. What that will do is activate the chipping in the chipping medium that you put on. Just let it sit for a minute. Doesn't have to be long. Normally the reaction starts pretty quick. So as you can see, just a little bit of water, and then you're gonna take a brush. Well, it's not actually really a brush anymore. I cut it, so this is like really rock hard. I put a little bit of second glue, in your case super glue, on it, so it would be really hard. And let's see if this is gonna work. You just, the areas that you want chipped, so the rust comes, just, you know, try a little piece with that brush. You just, I'm gonna see if it's gonna work. As you can see, it chips off like really little pieces. You see that? I'll make it a little bit closer. So that's how you get that rusty old container look. And you need to do the whole container, obviously. That can take a while. Sometimes it goes pretty quick. If you don't think it goes fast enough, just get another layer of a little bit of water on there again and keep going. So I'm gonna do another little piece. And just, you know, remember what I told you before, what areas would be rusted, what areas would not. And again, if you don't know, just check it online. You know, find a shipping container on Google, find some images. And it's going a little bit too slow for me, so I will get a little bit of water back on there, but you guys see how this is gonna work. So you just get that blue paint layer off, and then the rusty color will come and show up. So I'm gonna get this container done, and I'll be back with you after that. After chipping everything, it looks like this. I think it's, you know, okay like this. I don't want anything more chipped. It's the front, the sides, and the top. So now I'm just gonna let it dry with all the water and everything that's on there before I'm gonna move on another step with the front of the container. Be back with you with the next step. Hello all, I hope you really like this tutorial about making the chipping container. I'm really happy with it. It looks great, like the details, the chipping, the weathering. For the weathering part, I'm gonna show you guys in another video how I do all the weathering and everything, because I didn't want to make this video too long. I don't want you guys to get bored. So stay tuned on my YouTube channel when there's gonna be a video online about weathering your models. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Later, guys.